we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke national champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys in the court tonight. They're ready to eat. Let's check out the action.
Jay, I have the tab the next time. Let's do this. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
The assist from number 21.
Leonard. Made his first effort, but not that time. To Lillard. From long range. His first effort off the mark. Oh, big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To McCollum. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Oh, he had it. George sizing up McCollum. Curling inside. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Lillard. D's got it. Damian Lillard. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
George, add 2 points to the board. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Lillard. Man, that was a tough shot.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing now.
To George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Leonard. Missed a wide open look. McCollum to Ken Bazemore. Kawhi Leonard. Huge block. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Lillard. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
Leonard. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. C.J. McCollum. Great defense, forcing the miss. Easy path to the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
And abuses the rim with the big finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Goes to the left side. Hassan Whiteside rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
C.J. McCollum. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
McCollum. Offensive board to McCollum. Lillard. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Beverly to Leonard. Pass stolen by Portland. To Rodney Hood. Passed it off. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Beverly. It's George for 2. Paul George. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Terry Stotts will switch things up. Trailblazers take over. Lillard off the iron and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough make through traffic.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
The follow won't go either. To Paul George. And Jay, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 40, Evenside Zubac.
Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
And Paul George nails it from downtown.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Damian Lillard, not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
George, nice pass to set things up. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
McCollum, tough matchup against George. Here's a chance from long range. Beverly into the front court. Up a dozen. And look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Paul George locked in, hits the tough three.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 20.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D. McCollum into the front court. Down by 15. And too much contact.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2
Lillard.
minutes. Into the game for Portland. Number 5.
Fires the three. Not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
To Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lillard. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
Good. To Lillard. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. The Blazers are now in the penalty.
The pass set it all up.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's got 2 shots coming. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Way to hit. Way to hit. That's me. Stop ball.
Whoa! What a finish!
The assist.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George, oh, he just continues to pour it in from downtown. He's 6 of 7 from 3.
This is probably the time that you adjust your defense, maybe play some zone, maybe a box and one, or maybe just double team it.
Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the three, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
For 3, had made his first couple, but he misses there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly, a bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Patrick Beverly pins it. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Lillard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Lillard. The hot night continues. He's at 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Screen coming. Lillard, 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. And Damian Lillard, right in his wheelhouse, hits the catch-and-shoot 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers, so it remains Portland basketball. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lillard, and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George matched up with Tolliver. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. George, nice pass to set things up.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
C.J. McCollum, yes! Three-pointer is good. Here's Leonard for 2. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Portland's got it. McCollum, textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Over to the right side. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Williams across the timeline. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Kawhi Leonard. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Subbing in for LA, number 5,
Lillard. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Leonard gets it in the right corner. To Leonard. From long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Ah, the monster stuff.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Screen coming. Lillard. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
3 quarters down, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Leonard. Short jumper misses. McCollum with the basketball. His guys down big. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
To Leonard. For 3. He engulfed him that time. To McCollum. Lets it fly from long range. And C.J. McCollum knocks down a wide open look.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Kawhi Leonard just off the mark. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not getting the bounce. To Harkless. Leonard. A pass stolen by Portland.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Lillard.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Substitution being made in this one. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Harkless. Here's a chance from long range. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Almost settles for a 2-of-3 trip. C.J. McCollum. No good. Leonard. Can't connect. It's no good. To Lillard. Beyond the arc for three. And it's good from downtown for Damian Lillard. Beverly into the front court. His guys leading by 14. George. He was all over it to Harkless. Beverly to Leonard. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good. McCollum into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Great feed, sets it up. Finish that. Lillard matched up with Paul George. Fires the three. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
Deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly. That's good D. Shot no good. To Nurkic. Nurkic rocking the rim.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time to shuffle things up. Paul George, down low to Williams. It was right there. It's Lillard for two, and he hits.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it, but the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season, a first-time All-NBA first-team player, tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Calls out of bounds off Kent Bazemore. Here's Leonard for two, and he hits.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Lillard, and the rebound taken by the Clippers. George sizing up McCollum for three, and Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open, takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
He'll let one fly from half court. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.